we actually came back. This is a couple of days later. As we were leaving the store, he told me he had some stuff in the back that I might be interested in. So he's opening up the box and we're getting a look at it. And he's going to give me prices on some of them, I think.
We hope, huh?
Yeah, we hope.
Yeah,
so
and if the wife approves, then some might be bought.
Yes. She's like my financial advisor here.
Go through them, tell me what you like, and we'll check them up right now. Okay. This is actually the one that they re-released.
Yeah. What I'm interested in, where'd it go?
The Spice back. Okay.
The Starfighter?
Yeah.
The Star Destroyer.
Okay.
And you had one, you had it out a second ago. Let me see this one. Mind if I open this box since it's open?
Check them all over anyway before we bring them up. Just whenever, bring them over here whenever you're ready and we'll look them up right now.
This is not...
I'll do it in front of you too.
This is good. Alright. This one too.
Okay, just whenever you're ready, just next to that SCX, leave them there. We'll
Got it. SCX. So was this one? You know, you see that price tag on that one? Mm-hmm. It's probably what it's worth. I'm going to pile one of these in just in case. Okay? Star Destroyer. Now, I'm not picking out the expensive ones. I'm not piling up the expensive ones because I know this is about $100, $150.
Just ask him to give you a price.
I will. This is the original release. It's the first release, not the second. The first release has a much firmer base, I'm pretty sure. You have to look in here. No, it's not something I would want. It's got the vacuum form base. So I'm not interested in that one. I have the Galileo 7. I think I pretty much have everything here other than the ones I set up there. Yeah, the Demithropter I wouldn't mind having, but that's going to be too expensive.
Ask.
You want me to ask, huh? Yeah, but I already have one of these.
But if it has a good price?
Okay, I'll ask. I see it, BB. Did you see the train track over here? Mm-hmm. I don't really want the bridge. This is the new release of the bridge set, he said? Mm-hmm. No, it's not. It's the old. This is the old bridge. Yeah, it's the old bridge. The new bridge is molded in white, not gray. That's the old bridge. I already have that.
I'm not surprised.
I'll ask. I know this one's going to be too much, but I'll ask.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Whoa.
I'll ask.
I like that.
This is going to be too much.
Look, baby. Show them. What are they doing?
They're bumping.
Bumping back and forth.
Yes. They're M&Ms.
The M&Ms? They're the M&M guys, all right. Hello, everyone. You know, life throws you some curveballs sometimes. We ran out of main memory in the camera, so I switched to external memory while we were at Hal's Hobby Warehouse. And the computer software didn't pull the video off the external memory. This video camera has, I think, 32 gigs internal and 32 gig external memory card. And you can record to either one. And this automatic software doesn't pull from the external memory. And my habit's to format the memory once I pull the video. I think half of you already know where this is going. So we lost some of the footage at Hal's Hobby World. Basically, this is what happened. I bought a few of those models you saw. And, well, I got good prices on them. You're going to see it in a few minutes. I'm going to show you what I bought. I don't know if he's going to put that stuff on the shelf. You're just going to have to go in there and ask. Main reason being is he likes seeing the old model kits he's probably never going to see. He already made his money on them. So just go in there and ask and say, have you got any sci-fi models that aren't on the shelf? And see what they say, okay? I did get some pretty decent deals. I'm going to go through everything I bought at Hal's, okay? So here we go. First up is, and I'm doing a selfie right now. Let me take the selfie off and flip the camera around. First up is the Discovery and Booster rockets. Space Shuttle Discovery and Booster rockets. It's 1/44th, it's Revel. You look at the side, it says skill level 4. It's skill level 4 because of bad seams. Probably not much of anything else. What we have here is the direction set. We're going to start with that. And it's a multi-page booklet. Revel of Germany is getting better, and I know this is Revel of Germany by the way the directions are. Now this might have been the old Revel. In fact, I'm almost willing to bet this is the old Revel Shuttle model kit. Revel of Germany and Revel merged, so it's quite possible it is. And they're starting to pick up some of what the other companies are doing, and they've got a sprue map here. They have the directions laid out very nicely. Now this is the same shuttle orbiter kit as they sell in many different things. In fact, I've got the 747 transport with space shuttle upstairs in the same scale, and I'm sure it's the exact same space shuttle kit. It comes with landing gear, or you can build it without landing gear, and it even comes with the stand. You'll see that in a minute. It also comes with the Space Lab module and a little spaceman. Now, if I'm mounting it on these booster racks, I don't need these to open to show that. So this is going to go in the Greeley bin. And I'm sure I'll find a use for it, along with the little spaceman and the robot arm. You know, you can't have enough robot arms. There's a painting guide right there. Decal placement guide is somewhere. Yeah, it's right there. Here's the decal sheet. One of the things I had wet fingers touching decal sheet. Never good, never good. One of the things I'm very disappointed in is you have Endeavour, Discovery, Atlantis, and Enterprise, no Challenger. Okay? And I don't understand why they removed the Challenger from that. It should not have been removed from the decal sheet. It should just left it. Let people build what they want. Political correctness rears its head, and I'm not a fan of that. And I'm going to be honest with all of you. Getting over here, we have the booster set, and it comes with a base, which really, really makes me happy. I'm very happy to see that base is here. I don't know if these are accurate or not. I think they might be just there. And I know there's some things missing over here. There's some little round U-shaped things that go on the back. Good to see there's a base to this kit. Okay? Now, I've built part of this before. I have the Space Shuttle Launch Complex in this scale, and I've built this tank before. And I know the seam running along the edge of this tank is to kill. I mean, it's horrible, horrible seam. And I do have that launch complex, and I'm trying to decide what I want to do with that launch complex. It's complete. The box is torn up. The directions are still there. Worth a small fortune on eBay. I know it is. Don't know if I'll build it anytime soon. But here's your typical space shuttle bag. And the reason I think this is just the typical kit is, well, it's in its own bag. Over here, we have the clear parts for the space shuttle kit, and it has the stand that you would get if you bought the space shuttle by itself. And then here's the booster kit. So I could see them doing the booster kit separately from the space shuttle, and including it all in one box. And these are going to have some pretty bad seams, and you've got raised lines running around the outside of these boosters. And that is never fun to deal with when you're dealing with bad seams. You got to get them to line up properly and all sorts of stuff. So that will be fun to work. Yep, and you got the same issue on the propellant tank. So we're going to have some fun there. Okay? Putting this back in its box, we'll go to model number 2. I bought 6. Okay? So let's set that aside. I'm not going to worry about closing boxes. Being a sci-fi fan, yes, I bought some sci-fi. The Alpha Centauri short-range saucers. Okay, now this is not an overly large kit. It was cheap. I've been curious about it for some time. It looks a little cartoony to me. It comes with 2 of them. Okay, there's the side box. Directions. It's a Pegasus Hobbies kit. When I build this, it'll be the 3rd or 4th one I built. Directions are pretty straightforward. There's not a whole lot to them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 parts per kit. Again, not very hard model. 13 counting the alien. And you got a painting guide over here. Okay. So, you know, it's going to be fairly simple to paint this. Lighting this, well, you could do a lot of different things to light this to make it fun. That's why I bought it. You know, I could probably build this whole kit in an afternoon and paint it and everything. I bought it for some fun. Done right, it'll look pretty decent. I won't lie. Okay? So, it's always fun to put a box lid on one-handed. Put that aside. Up next, P-38 LM Lightning. It comes with 2 versions in the kit. It is a Revel of Germany kit. You can tell Revel of Germany kits because there's like 7 different languages on them. Okay, well, they're selling them in Germany. I mean, in Europe. So there's a lot of different languages in Europe. Look at the back of the box. This is skill level 4. You know, I bet skill levels are not consistent amongst different brands. I'm going to say that right now. This being skill level 4 might be the same as the skill level 2 Tamiya kit. Who knows? I'm just saying. Pulling the kit out of the box. Okay. We have 2 sprues. There's probably about 50 or 60 parts on here. There's more parts in this thing than the Space Shuttle kit, I think. It looks that way anyhow. Lots of smaller parts. It comes with 2 pilots. Okay. She's not going to be very big. Her wingspan's about the size of my hand. It's 1/72nd scale. Now, if you remember an earlier video, there was 1/32nd scale, and that would have been huge. I like that model, but I don't know where I'd put it when we're done building it, and that's part of the problem. Okay? Look at the directions. The directions are definitely longer than the Space Shuttle kit. There's a sprue map, again. And here's parts layout and paint for the cockpit. Here you have the gun compartment. And here's the L version or the M version. It's got different cowlings. Here's the engines. The engines are not very detailed in this. Sure, you could add some detail. Okay. The landing bays. All in all, it doesn't look like it's a bad kit. Definitely got a lot of parts though, that's for sure. And then your munitions are here. Here we got the decal sheet, little decals, lots of colors to that sheet. Everything looks to be in good registry. Okay. And let's put this back in the box. Now I'm going to pause for a minute to get this back in the box because I don't think I can do this one-handed. I can try real quick while we talk. The bad part is you guys are missing the excitement in my voice when I bought some of these kits because, well, we don't have that on video because it got deleted before checking. That's my fault. I did check, but I checked incorrectly is what I did. Okay, I'm going to set the camera down for a second. Now, what kits did I buy, you might ask? From the secret stash in the back room. Bought 3. I'm going to show you which 3. Okay? The first one is... Let's get it off selfie mode here. And turn the camera around. Starfighter, starfighter. I paid $10 for this. I did not check the contents of the box, which was my mistake. Open it up, and first thing I saw after I got it out was this green putty mess. Someone was doing some modification somewhere. Okay, And this guy has been sawed. This has been sawed off. These were there, I think, or like that, who knows. That's been sawed off. Solar panels have been modified, scratched, all sorts of stuff. Here's a secondary one. Here's a third. Here's a fourth. Here's another one of those balls. Here's another one of those balls. Here's a cutting template. Here's another part. Here's a cut-up solar panel. More cut-up solar panels. The pooping Darth Vader figure. Because seriously, that is not a good figure for Darth Vader. More sawed-up parts. The good part, and I'm not too disappointed in this, and again, I didn't check. The good part is I have one of these upstairs that's 100% complete, except for it's missing one of these two. They're both here and still on the sprue. So this can become a scratch builder, parts fest thing, you know, maybe someone found Darth Vader's TIE Fighter in a scratch yard after he died or something, who knows, took it apart, made a junker out of it. I mean, I can see uses for parts like this, you know. So it'll get used, don't worry. I didn't pay too much for it, so I'm not crying. And it's in really bad shape. Again, he told me to look in the boxes before I bought, and I did not. So I can't blame him. Here we have a Battlestar Galactica for it, and you see the price I paid for it, $50. Now, before any of you going like, that's a steal. No. Yeah, I got a good price on it, yes. Is it a steal? No. Here's why. Getting one of these kits sealed in the plastic is about $100, $150. You can get them for $100 if you're careful. $150 is more common. Still sealed in the box. A couple of things to consider. Mobius is releasing their version of this. That means the demand for this kit's going to drop. It means the price on this older kits is going to drop. Okay? Second, this box is in horrible shape. The parts are not sealed in their bags on the inside. It's all here. It's complete, though. I did check that. And here we have a look at this. I've got a video review of this model up because I already have one. Now I have a second. I bought this one to build it. No lies here. This one will be built. I expect to build it sometime this year. Okay? Because I want to build this model. I wanted this kit once I was a kid. I mean, I really wanted it. The details, not so great, honestly. They just did some random details on it. The overall shape is accurate, but I don't think the overall details are. Again, it's all here. The fighter bay launch doors are, yeah, that is not the fighter bay launch door. I mean, let's get real here. The accuracy is not great on this kit. It's just not. Yeah, as a collector item, yeah, it was worth some money. Notice I said was. I'm almost willing to bet again that when the Mobius kit comes out, the value drops on this thing pretty bad. Now, the other thing, reason why I don't think he was ripped off too much is there's no decal sheet. The decal sheet's just missing. Everything's here but the decal sheet. All the parts, I went through and checked all the parts on the direction versus the tree. The decal sheet's missing. Just gone. So, no, I don't think, I think I paid a fairly reasonable price for it. The decals are missing. The box is in horrible shape. This is not a collector version of the model by any way, shape, or means. Okay? It is 100% complete, yes. Will I be building it? Yes. It's going to be built in 2014. Okay? The one upstairs, the box is in pristine shape. The decals and everything were there. It was sealed in plastic when I opened it. So that one, yeah, that one up there is the one I would sell on eBay, not this one. This one's getting built. Now here's the one I'm really happy with. Buck Rogers Starfighter. That is the price I paid for it. This does sell for $100 sealed in plastic, but open it rarely sells for $100 because there's no guarantee it's complete on eBay. This one is complete. I checked that before I bought it. Okay, I got a good price on this one. This one's getting built very soon. Here's the direction. Here's the decal and paint calls. Okay, decal and decal placement. It only has 11 steps. Step 11 is putting it on there. There are not many steps to this. Really, there are not. There are not many parts to this thing either. Now, I'm going to pause the camera for a minute because I'm going to go upstairs and get something. Let's do a run through the sprue parts. There's the wings that go underneath. It has raised panel lines. Yay! Isn't that fun? Here's the next sprue. Again, with the raised panel lines. Oh no, those are recessed. Those are raised. Some are raised and some are recessed. Yeah, well, if you're careful, it's not a problem. Especially since any seams are along the sides. They're not... Yeah, I need to take care of this. Here's the cockpit glass. It's a little bit scratched up. That can be cured. Okay? Most of the seam issue is not going to be on this because they're on the sides. Okay? And with the seams on the sides like that, it's actually not a big deal. Okay? I just saw something I don't like on this. Yeah, it's not a big deal. The seeds on the side of the model like that, it's not a big deal. And to show you what I'm talking about, here's two parts right here, and they just went together like that. And you can see the seam running down the side, where the seam placement on these engine cans was actually pretty good. It's easy to fix. It won't hide panel lines. Lighting it would be easy. There's a nozzle insert that goes there. And I can show you that part right there. It's right here. That goes right here. Replace that with like the end of a pen cap with an LED in it, and you wouldn't know the difference, really. I mean, who would? All right, so there's that. And the last bit is the cockpit tub. There's not a lot of lighting options there. Not anything that's going to fit in there either. It's kind of obscured. But the point of this model is to pretty much build it right out of the box, mainly because who's ever seen one of these? I mean, serious. Who has seen one of these model kits? When I was a kid, I wanted one, never had the money for it. Mom and Dad were like, no, 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 we'll buy you this instead. They bought me helicopters and tanks, never this thing. Okay? And I don't understand why, but that's the way it was. It is what it is. And yes, that part did go where I was trying to put it. It does go right there. Oh, I see how it goes now. It goes like that. Like that. This is not a bad model kit. Now, what I did do is I went and got that. There is a resin version of this kit. Okay? And some of you are like, why'd you want the plastic one? Well, I wanted a plastic one because this is the one I wanted as a kid. I always wanted to build this model as a kid. The resin version kit of it costs almost as much as what those are going for on eBay. This is a good $75, $80. This is 1/35 scale. I don't know if it's in scale with that kit. Here you go. Here is the body of it. So we can pull this body real quick and take a look and compare them. Compare size. Now, this will be the easy way to compare them. Here's the cockpit that sits in here. I got it backwards. That's why it's not fitting. No, I didn't have it backwards. It needs some trimming. It's a resin kit. People, you're going to have to bear with that. But I can put it directly here and we can compare sides. Yep, the resin is bigger than the plastic. Not by much, but a little bit. Now, one thing about it is there's definitely a difference in the thickness on the wings. You can see it. And there's some other differences. So the resin kit's not 100% direct replacement. Okay? And look at the difference on the undercarriage wings. Let's get one lined up properly so you can see it. They are almost a direct overlay. Geometries are a little different. So I'm beginning to wonder which one's actually correct. Is the monogram kit correct, or is the Alliance kit correct? There's a lot of differences in detail too. I mean, look at the difference in the engine cans. The engine cans look a lot better on the Alliance kit. The Alliance kit looks better overall. I'm going to admit that. The only problem is the Alliance kit has no cockpit. That's where this comes in. You buy the cockpit separately. Yes, you got that. Let me put the camera down real quick. The cockpit comes separately. And it comes with a clear canopy and canopy frame and all that stuff. And it's many, many pieces. Well, I'm going to open this up real quick so you guys can see it. This video is getting longer than I wanted it to be. But those of you who have known of the Alliance kit, I'm sure you've wanted to see this. Okay, now look at that cockpit tub. That cockpit tub is for a two-seater, and the original one in the show was a two-seater, hence the double setup of the windows. Okay, here's the frame here and the frame there. They share a very similar shape and geometry. But I'm beginning to suspect that the Alliance model kit is a much better kit. And you can see this does drop right down in there. Perfect fit. Okay. And this is going to go on there. There's a part that goes back there. So you can actually open this and look down in. So the Alliance kit's probably the better, more accurate kit. The molding on it's pretty crisp. All the panel lines are not raised. They're all inscribed, and they're inscribed fairly well. I don't see any micro bubbles on it. Nothing. So the Alliance kit's going to build up better than the monogram kit. So if you're a true Buck Lodgers fan and you wanted this model, get the Alliance kit. Much prettier ship. Much, much prettier. Okay? It comes with a decal sheet too. Alright. So there you guys go. I just wanted to give you a look at the difference in the two. The Alliance kit versus the monogram. The Alliance kit is probably more screen accurate and probably better looking when completed than the monogram kit. But yeah, that's not fitting in there precisely. This underside pour mark doesn't line up properly here, is what it is. Yeah. So, and this is the fun of a resin kit. You have these issues with them. There's some flashback here. You got to get that off, and that's why it's not sitting down right. Once that's made flush, blap. Once that's made flush, this will probably sit right down on there perfectly, and it looks like it does. No, it does not. So you're going to have some fiddling and issues. And again, that's what happens with resin kits. Anyhow, I'm going to get going. I'm rambling. Just want to let you guys see all the kits I got. And say a thank you to Hal's Hobby Warehouse for letting me wander around with a video camera, videotaping what's in there, for pulling me aside and saying, hey, I got the secret stash in the back. And thank you to my wife for putting up with me for the whole time I did this stuff. Okay? Because we took some time away from visiting her parents to do it. Not much, really. About an hour. Anyhow, I'm going to get back to editing this video so you guys can see it soon. Talk to you guys later. As an added note, if you want a pilot for the Alliance model kit, you can go to Federation Models and get them. There's Wilma, Buck, and Tweaky. Okay? They are there. I'm pretty sure they're in scale with the Alliance kit and not this kit. Because, let's face it, he's going to be dwarfed in there. Okay, he really is. I don't know what scale this is. It's a jumbled scale. But anyhow, they will fit the Alliance kit just fine. And they're in the same grayish color. Talk to you later.